and I'm the director of the Center of Entrepreneurship and Engineering Design. Typically, when I give this presentation, I tell the students, I'll explain to you right now, and then you can take a walk to the STEM building and see what all the stuff that I talk about. However, this year is different and I can't do that. So I thought, let me start with a video that gives you a feeling of our facilities. You have seen the prototyping facilities. We have actually 7 of them. And here are some of the pictures for the makerspace with a lot of 3D printing, a number of laser cutters. And I was mentioning that the makerspace actually typically have 2,000 users per year. And we are open to the community at large on Sundays. The Bronzefield Center is, as I mentioned, more of a machine shop with lots of ability to do lathe, mills, CNC routers, you name it. And, you know, as opposed to the makerspace that is open to the entire community and entire university, the Bronzefield Center is open only to engineering students, just because, you know, the safety measures have to be much higher since, you know, an inexperienced person can do a real damage to themselves and to users. I want to switch gears to the John McIntyre team space. This is an extracurricular activities for students where students can participate in actually designing and building projects and compete in the various engineering competitions across North America. You could see a picture of our rocket team that won the 4th place at an international competition, which is the Spaceport America Cup. There is actually 13 different teams, and I thought that I'd share some of the pictures of the team for you between Baja, Concrete Toboggan, the UOE Racing, you name it. So we always say from the car to the rocket, we design it and build it in the John McIntyre team space. If you're interested in joining one of those teams, you can actually visit the website that you can see right there and contact any of the teams. We have 13 of those teams for you. Shifting gears a little bit to our design courses. Our design courses, both at the undergraduate and the graduate level, are client-based. So many of the undergraduate students are going to see the engineering design right in the fall. Some of you will take it in the winter. At the graduate level, there is both a design course that is offered in the winter, but there is also an entrepreneurship course that is given 3 times a year. What is unique about these courses is that from day one, you work with a client and you solve a problem that actually the client needs. The courses vary. So some of these courses, you work with somebody in accessibility, or you actually work with a cancer center. So the client varies significantly, but at the end of the day, all students participate in design day and they showcase their engineering design project. This is an image of what we have done last year. And you might sort of ask me, okay, with COVID, what are we going to do? We're going to do this all online. So our design courses are full steam ahead, but definitely the projects are more geared towards software related projects. We have virtual reality projects. We have Arduino based projects. They're all, and you know, some of you might be civil engineering students and would say, so I'm a civil engineering student. I build things, how am I going to do? Actually, we're working with 2 construction companies that they want to train their construction workers on virtual reality. So you'll have a flavor of the civil engineering, but obviously we can't do it face to face. Moving on, I give you a glimpse of what we typically do in non-COVID related. This is a zero carbon footprint shed that first year students have built in the past. This is a second year project that is foot operated TV remote control for somebody who could not actually move their arms. So it was a perfect project for students. And actually the client, George, right here on the left, he was so happy that he came to actually cheer for those students. And on the right hand side, you see George in his apartment putting actually the TV remote control in front of him. You could see the different 3D printed parts in there. Moving on, this is some of, if you remember what Jack had told you, is don't limit your focus to engineering, go beyond that. This was a project that was done with arts, and actually the students have put it in the STEM complex, and you could see that it actually changes its colors as people are going down the stairs. On the graduate level and on the entrepreneurial level, actually both graduate and undergraduate, on the entrepreneurial level, we have a number of students that build things and have companies. The folks on the left-hand side have an existing company that has been going for probably 4 years right now, and it's actually testing equipment for drones. On the right-hand side, this is a group of students that have a social organization that build prostheses for kids in third world countries. I just want to point out that we have a very, very vibrant ecosystem at the University of Ottawa, particularly in the Faculty of Engineering, from education all the way to acceleration. And I'd be happy to go in details with you if you're interested. But I wanted to point out that at the top of this funnel, or let me share back, this funnel starts from education all the way to acceleration. And I want to point out to the MakerLaunch program. This is a 9-month accelerator program that gives you actually $50,000 to take you to the next level. So if you have an idea, you can work your way into the entrepreneurial ecosystem from the idea competition all the way to an accelerator that helps you, that mentors you, that provides you the network and the facilities to make your ideas come true. So with that, I just want to point out a couple of upcoming events and activities that are going on. One of them is the Entrepreneurial Idea Competition. This takes place September 24th. You will get information more about it, but if you have an idea, please contact me. It's going to happen from 12 to 1 on September 24th. The other thing that is really important, particularly for international students and particularly with COVID that is going on, we have started the Hojat Salimi workshops. And essentially these workshops goes anywhere from, how did you do it as an international student? We have a student panel coming on September 18th, or, I want to start thinking of my career. I don't know how to write a resume, career advice. All this is happening through the international workshop. And there is an information session happening on September 11th from 10 to 11:30. So again, if you're interested, please don't hesitate to email me or reach out. This is my email. This is the Twitter account of CEED, and this is the CEED web site. And actually, the video I was trying to share with you is right there. With that, I will stop. I'll stop sharing. And if anybody has any questions in the chat, I'm happy to take them.